body cannot create and make minerals, but the body needs these minerals to survive. The whole body system, including the hair. And like I said, hair needs specific minerals. It needs that calcium, it needs that magnesium, it needs the iron, it needs the zinc, it needs the copper, it needs the selenium, it needs the sulfur, it needs the vitamin D, it needs the vitamin B. All of those things our body needs. But because most of us are toxic, the toxins is blocking your body from being able to absorb, from being able to take in those minerals. And the after effect, it's hair loss. Hey everybody, hello, hello, hello. It's me, Debbie Williams, your board certified nutritionist. It is time for What the Health is Wrong with You. It's not what you think. Today, and actually our topic is related to hair because a lot of your toxicities and problems and your hair loss is because your body is carrying toxins. So today we are addressing that. Toxins are stealing your hair and your hormones. And I need to let most of you understand that because many people are experiencing hair loss. If you are experiencing hair loss, if you are experiencing hair thinning, if your edges are starting to thin, then I need you to stay here today because I need to share some information with you that you may not have heard before about hair loss and hair thinning and what's really going on. Hair loss is not just a cosmetic issue. It is a biological red flag, which means when you start losing your hair, it's your body's way of talking to you. It's your body's way of saying, listen, I'm having some problems here. Biologically, can you help me out? But we have never been trained. We have never been taught to understand what our body's been saying to us. The average person, when you acknowledge pain, the first thing you want to do is acknowledge something to relieve the pain. But what we need to understand is pain is only telling you something is going on. We need to stop trying to mask the pain and go deeper to the problem. But again, when we're losing our hair, that is your body's way of telling you, I am having some problems. It is a biological red flag. If your body is nutritionally deficient, meaning you are deficient in some of the most major things that you need, minerals like calcium and magnesium and iron and copper and zinc, if your body doesn't have enough of that, then that is another sign that your hair is going to suffer. Because when you get those minerals, when you eat those minerals, when you take those minerals, if you're already deficient, your major organs are going to need them first. And so hair, the living hair cell in your body is not going to get any of it. Before I became a board certified nutritionist, I was a hair specialist. I've been in the hair game for over 20 years, studying trichology, thinking that I wanted to be a medical doctor for a short stint. But when I realized that I didn't want to be the person writing prescriptions, I wanted to be more on a holistic journey, I decided to be a holistic practitioner. And this is why now I'm a board certified nutritionist, but I still focus on hair because that's where many of us are suffering with. And what I learned through those years is the solution to recover our hair is to change your diet, is to eat better, is to learn what foods you need. And what better way than study nutrition and become a nutritionist and help people recover their hair. And over the years, I have helped thousands recover their hair, recover their health. I've helped people who no longer have any types of disease in their body. And understand, I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm a nutritionist. But when you eat right, the body can reverse just about anything. So those are the things that I've done. And I'm bringing this up because most of us, when you're having hair problems and skin problems, you go see a dermatologist. None of them have been trained on the concept of minerals and understanding that on an internal level. Our dermatologists, and it's definitely no disrespect to them, they're amazing people, but they are looking at ways to help you with your hair topically. And so most of the time they will prescribe to you a shampoo or something topical, some kind of steroid for your hair, but they never ask you or they never do a test to understand your mineral status. And if you never understand if a person is deficient in a mineral or they're lacking in vitamin D, then your hair loss situation is going to go from bad to worse. And how many people can relate to that? How many people started out with hair that was just thinning and they've spent thousands of dollars going to a dermatologist and so many other people only to find out that it didn't work? And that's because no one ever addressed the root problem, which is the internal issue. addressing the nutritional deficiencies. And if the body is nutritionally deficient, then that means the liver is not functioning properly. And if the liver is not functioning properly, that means the kidneys is most likely not having its best time either. So what do? We help them. We detox the body. We give them, our organs, some assistance, starting with that liver and the kidneys, helping pushing out whatever overload is in there. And guess what? In most instances, when we help to flush out the toxins and the overload, the body reverses itself, and now your body can do what it once couldn't do, like grow hair, recover hair. And more instances, when I say grow hair, most of the time, if the root is there and you've helped the body recover on a nutritional level, now that hair that was once dormant, now that hair can start to grow again because nutrients is being absorbed in the body. Nutrients is going through the bloodstream, and the blood is carrying nutrients to the hair and the follicle. Now, another reason why we're losing hair and toxins is the cause is, like I mentioned, microplastics. And I am going to do a full-blown video on microplastics because it is blowing me away, all of the information that I'm hearing about us and microplastics. And microplastics, they're these tiny particles. They're in our water bottles. They're in your plastic food containers. They're even in the air. And microplastics, it's like we can't get away from them. If you are a person and you're buying something from the supermarket, you know the plastic that's over your fruits, your vegetables, your meat? Yeah. Microplastics are seeping into those. And so when they're seeping into those, that means our body is absorbing it. And who's affected by it? Your liver. Your liver cannot process these things. And when the liver can't process them, there is a problem. When someone comes to work with me, whether it's related to their hair, their skin, their gut, their liver, or their kidneys, before I can build out a nutritional lifestyle for them, I need to know, what are you deficient in, or what maybe you have an excess in. So in my practice, I do something called a hair mineral analysis. Did you know that your hair tells the story of your life? And I'm not exaggerating, that's no tagline. Your hair tells the story of your life. Corporations now, before they hire you, if they're hiring you for a nice job, back in the day, they used to tell you, we're going to send you to HR, you're going to need to do a urine test because they want to make sure you ain't walking up in there and you some old drug addict. But now corporations like, I'm going to send you down to this lab and we need some samples of your hair. Why? Because your hair can tell them whether you're doing drugs and what drugs and so on and so forth. So I use a hair mineral analysis in my practice. I'm not looking for drugs. I want to see what's going on with your calcium. I want to see what's going on with your magnesium. I want to see where your iron, your copper, your zinc, your selenium, your potassium, your phosphorus. I need to see where you are in those levels because I can't help you get to a healthy life. I can't help you on your health journey if your minerals are imbalanced. That's just like someone helping you to lose weight, but don't know that your minerals are off balance, and that's why you can't lose weight. You gotta know what's causing it. The hair mineral analysis allows me to get to the root cause of the problem. Without knowing the root, I'm just treating the surface, like most Western medicine doctors. So the hair mineral analysis allows me to see what you're deficient in. So now when we are rebuilding your new lifestyle, your new way of eating, your new habits, now I'm building. So for example, when you get a hair mineral analysis, alrighty guys, so we are about to make a hair recovery smoothie. It also acts as a hair mask all in one. So you need a collagen powder for this smoothie. Collagen strengthens the hair shaft, and we always need collagen. Our bodies produce collagen, but as we get older, our body doesn't produce as much collagen. And so I'm going to be using 1 scoop of collagen powder in it. I'm going to be using half a cup of Greek yogurt, and we will write down this recipe for you. Again, this is your hair recovery mask. It also is very good for your liver and your kidneys. So it's 1 scoop of a collagen powder. I use this one. I like Vital Proteins. Vital Proteins collagen powder is, I think, one of the best. So then we want to use half a cup of Greek yogurt. And why are we using Greek yogurt? Because Greek yogurt has that protein that our body needs. and our hair needs. And then you could either do 1 cup of spinach or you can do 1 cup of arugula. I prefer arugula. Arugula has everything. It even has the iron that we need. Iron is very important for hair growth. Without iron, your hair cannot grow. So a lot of you, if you are anemic and you're low in iron, I'm sure you also seen how your hair has also thinned. We're using an avocado in here. Why are we using avocado in our hair recovery mask? Because avocado gives us the healthy fat, and avocado is loaded with biotin. And most of us know biotin for our hair. So avocado is loaded with biotin. So we're going to be using half of an avocado in our hair recovery. It's a hair mask or it's a smoothie. You can do both. Hair recovery. And then we're going to use a half of a cucumber in our smoothie. Now, all of this I've already cleaned. I always clean my fruits and vegetables with hydrogen peroxide, food grade hydrogen peroxide, and baking soda. So I've already cleaned my cucumber. Now, also, when I cut my fruits and vegetables, I always leave my skin on, because many people don't know that a lot of our nutrients that this body needs, that when we're talking nutrients, we're talking the magnesium and all that, is in the skin. But the cucumber works for our hair because it's high in silica, and silica is a secret weapon for hair growth. So I'm putting half of a cucumber in there, and then I'm also going to be using a cup of blueberries. Now, blueberries have antioxidant support. This is one, if for hair growth, this is your friend. So even if you buy blueberries and you're snacking on them all the time, this is an amazing friend for healthy hair, for your follicles. So I put a cup of blueberry in there. Now, if you want your smoothie to be creamy and thick, you also can add a cup of ice, and I'm going to add a cup of ice at the end of it. My milk, a half a cup of water. You want to keep your milk, your plant-based milk, whether it's almond milk, cashew milk, pistachio milk. Don't pour too much in the beginning because it might be too thick. But I'm also going to add some ice because I want it to be nice. I want it to be a nice, thick, cold, refreshing smoothie. And that's all you need for your hair recovery smoothie. And I'm just going to turn my machine on and let it run. So let's try this out. And guys, this is amazing as a hair mask. This would be a great hair mask. Great hair mask. Why? Because you have everything in it. When I used to do hair, I used to take collagen, pure collagen, and make a hair mask for my clients. And what I saw and what I learned is it would stop hair loss immediately. Like that strands coming out, that collagen would build up that hair so quickly, and it would become so strong. And that was one of my secret sauces and my secret weapons back then. This is good. It's very tasty. And I love an avocado. So why did I create this today? Because we're talking about you're not tired, you're toxic. And what we need to do, and what I was saying, you're not tired, you're toxic. And the toxins in your body is causing your hair problems. It's causing your skin problems. It's causing so many other things. So we need to think about how to treat the toxins in the body so that we can grow our hair back. Thank you so much for joining me on What the Health is Wrong with You. If you are new here, please subscribe to all of I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. I've been on these channels forever. YouTube, probably 15 years. But please, if you want to learn more, that's the best way to reach me. What the health is wrong with you is not what you think.